Hello lovies, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Gina, aka Gina Louise. So today I'm hiding behind the screen, but we're gonna do an easy peasy, really fun DIY. I hate boring jeans, as you guys know. I love to upcycle jeans and make really cool designer looking jeans. So I like to call these blanket bottom jeans. I saw them, I thought they were so cute, they're so easy to make, and just go out, thrift a pair of jeans and a blanket. For this DIY, I used a pair of thrifted jeans. You can use a lightweight blanket or even better yet, 2 pillow covers. It works great. I ended up finding 2 pillow covers that looked exactly like the blanket bottom jeans in my inspirational photo. So you can use a sewing machine, or you can hand stitch this, or you can even use fabric glue. I decided to use my sewing machine for this one. And you need a pair of scissors. That's all you need. This is easy peasy. You can do this in an hour and go out in a pair of really cool jeans. Here are the jeans I used, and check out these pillow covers. They're perfect. They were the exact fabric. Except I wanted that blue color. I didn't want this green. So what did I do? I tried to bleach them light. Didn't work. After that, I decided to try to bleach it a teal color anyway. Yeah, it didn't work, but I had to try anyway. I got out my last year's Halloween candy basket, filled it up with boiling water, put in my salt, put in my dye, put in my fabric covers, figured if I left them in there long enough they would turn blue. Nope, didn't happen. And I also bought RIT color remover, and I chickened out of using it because I do not like to be around chemicals. I'm really crazy when it comes to that. My dad was a biophysics chemist. He inhaled a lot of stuff during his job, and chemicals is what killed my poor dad. So I'm very neurotic about using chemicals. I usually wear gloves. I put on a mask. It freaks me out when I watch DIYers who don't do that. So here are my pillow covers, and the color didn't change much at all. And green is not my favorite color, but of course I already have an outfit picked out for these jeans that I didn't even make yet. So the first thing you have to do is try on your jeans and mark where you would like, wow, my chalk almost came off, where you would like to cut them. So the pieces that I have from the pillowcase are actually long enough for me to make them as high as I want. So in order for me to get the look of the inspiration photo, the lines are going this way. I mean, I was lucky to find a pillow cover, 2 pillow covers that were the exact same print. I mean, what were the chances of that? But anyway, it's not the color I wanted. I didn't really want green, but I have an idea to pull it all together when I'm done, because I'm not really a green person. Anyway, so you try on your jeans first thing, and you mark where you need to cut. So here's where I'm going to cut on both sides. I mean, this is a really simple DIY, but it is super cute. I love the look of them. We're going to make them a little flared. They're not going to be straight legs. They're going to flare out. I'm going to put these together, the 2 legs exactly together. So I cut them in the same spot. Okay. So I'm going to go straight across here. Just want to make sure my jeans are, I mean, technically, normally I would cut one leg, take that piece off and lay it on the other leg and cut so that I had it exactly alike, just in case when you folded it you didn't have it lined up properly. And you know what, as I'm saying that, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That is what I'm going to do. So, let's get that leg. Let's go straight across. Let me get my scissors. Actually, I'm going to use my rotary cutter. I'm back. Here they are. I always hide them from the baby, so. Okay, here we go. There we go. As you can tell, I still didn't go get a new titanium blade. The way I'm rolling it back and forth, you can tell that it's not that sharp. But it still cuts nice. Alright, so here's the other leg. I'm going to put this on here. Match it up. I'm going to use my ruler to guide me. And I'm going to cut that one off too. Like my Halloween nails, I did them myself. I had to cut them down because they were way too long, and I can't really do anything with long nails. I always try to keep them at a certain length. I'm not a big fan of long nails anyway. Not on me anyway, because I don't know, I kind of have small hands and tiny wrists, and super long nails look too witchy on me. Okay, got that. I'll put these aside now. So what I'm doing here is I want to open these up. Now, since I am going to wrap it around the leg this way, I want to make sure I don't cut this side because I want one long piece. I'm going to cut off the zipper. I'm going to open up the top here, and I'm going to open up the bottom here. Okay. So, let's see. What's the best way to cut this out? Let's move these so I don't cut them, even though my blade's not sharp enough to cut them. Let's get this lined up. I centered in my video. Can you see me? Can you see what I'm doing? Ooh, pull the string. All right, I gotta cut that. Okay, so we're gonna do here and here. That'll give me plenty of fabric to wrap around the bottom of my leg with some pleating so that it's not. Okay, I want to get my scissors. Okay, here we go. A lot of stuff in here that we're cutting. Okay, let's, there we go, gotta move that. Okay, did it go through? There we go. Got that. Looks a little off. Okay. So now, remember, we want this to be one piece going all the way around the leg. So, we're going to open up this side, and we're going to open up this side. What sides are we opening again? These, this, and this. Okay. Here we go. I knew the dog was going to bark because there are people home. I did do this right, didn't I? I want it to wrap around this way, so I'm opening this side. Okay. I'm opening this side. I almost did it wrong. Okay, people are home in my house. It's going to get super noisy. The dog is barking. It was a miracle I had people out of the house for a while. Alright, let me make sure I got that right. After I do this, I'm going to do the second one. I have 2 of these pillow covers. Wait a minute, am I doing this right? No, I'm not doing this right. I had it right the first time. Oh my god, I'm losing it. Yes, this side comes off. No. Yes, because I want it to wrap around this way. I want these to be this way, going down the leg. Ay, ay, ay. Gotta make sure I don't mess up my other one. I'm gonna shut the volume off because of the dog. Okay. So, here we go. Now I got my piece. And this is going to wrap around the bottom of the leg with a little bit of pinch pleating and a hem here. Okay, now that I have these cut, I'm going to put right sides together and I'm going to sew both of them down the side here into a tube. Okay, I sewed them both in a tube. They're still inside out, the right sides together. And now I am going to take them and slip them over because I want right sides together. And I'm going to line up the inner seam with the seam on my pillowcase. So I'm going to bring it up the leg so that I have right sides together, and I am going to pin this seam to this seam. I'd rather use clips. I didn't take my clips out, but I'd rather use clips. So, because it's very tough fabric to get through. So I'm going to pin this, okay, and then I'm going to find directly across from this seam over here, and I'm going to pin that part to the seam on the other side of the leg. So we're going to pin that like that. There you go. Then I'm going to find the center between the 2 pins, the center, and then the center in the jeans. And we're going to bring them together, and we're going to pin that. Then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to find the center between the 2 pins. Here's my center, and my center between the 2 pins on the jeans. And we're going to pin that. Now, you can continue doing that all the way around in between each pin. Find the center right here. Find the center in the jeans, pin it. You can keep doing that until you have smaller pleats, less fabric to work with in between the 2 pins. That one doesn't look even. I'll have to repin that one. Oh, maybe it is the same. You can keep doing that, or you can do it as you sew. I like to do it as I sew because I'm used to doing these, but you might want to keep doing this, okay? Bring the 2 pins, pin and pin, pull them together. Then that gives me the center of both. Center of the pillow, center of the jeans, and then bring them together and pin. So I'm going to continue doing that to all of them, all around, and I'm going to bring it over to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew that on. Then I'll meet you back here. So I finished pinning the pants, and I didn't sew it yet, but I did pull the pants right sides out to see how much of a bell bottom this is going to be. And this is too much fabric. So I'm going to unpin it. I'm going to put a smaller piece on so it just has a little bit of a ruffle flare, not such a big giant clown pants look. Okay, so here we go again. I made it much smaller. And I'm pulling it through like I did before, matching up the seams, inner seam, inner seam, and okay, now directly across from that, here we go. This seam here, I'm just going to do off camera all that pinning like I did before. Same thing, I just have a smaller piece. I think it'll be much better. Matching up pins. Okay, and then I'll sew it and I'll come back and show you. That was my way of catching your attention and making you giggle. So, if you love these types of videos, please hit the like button, leave a comment, share it, and let me know if you would make this and wear it. And please, if you could take 30 seconds to click on the link below and vote for me for Style Icon of 2025, that would be amazing. Thank you, all of you who have been voting for me. I appreciate it. I see your names. I get a reading every hour of who's been voting, and it just makes me so happy to see what a beautiful YouTube community this is and how I made so many beautiful friends on here. Thank you again, and if you just click below, the link is there. And now for the final results.
Grandma's hands were rough but kind, worked the needle through the time. She taught me stitches and told me tales of patchwork hearts and how love prevails. Through scraps of fabric, memories bloom in her little kitchen's glowing room. Her voice a thread that spun me whole as I stitched my heart and sewed my soul. Stitch by stitch I bring to life, colors dancing sharp as a knife. Grandma's lessons I still hold tight, creating love under soft moonlight. Just so, with every piece I learned to grow. Life's not perfect, patterns to trace, but beauty hides in a patchwork place. She said create when the world feels cold, make something new from the tales you're told. Thread your dreams and stitch them tall, even the smallest seams can stand it all.
Thanks for watching.